Whites. Carthage throwing everybody for a loop by not wearing red. It's actually a very commonplace now for the red men to be wearing black uniforms instead. And as the two teams take the floor, you can see size disparity between these two teams. It'll be Polk giving away a good half a foot to Johnson in the center circle for the tip. And to no one's great surprise, the red men win the tip. This is Kadrowski running the show in the absence of Krishan Cook for the red men. And he'll get the ball back, working on Isaiah Sanders. Left that layup short, and Brad Perry got it off the floor, but Kadrowski missed another rebound for Johnson. Had a second tip and missed it, and then a reach-in foul is going to be called on Philip Bulatovic.
That's his first, team first.
Bulatovic with his first foul, team first. Sanders, the Vikings' first possession up top to Adam Bolwa. This is Carl Polk Jr. to Zuba. Sanders, 13 left on the shot clock. Bolwa in the post, working on the much bigger Brad Perry. Got swatted. 6 left on the shot clock. Vikings still have the ball. Sanders is going to have to hit he hit the runner from the free throw line right before the shot clock buzzer went off. Vikings draw first blood 2-0. This is Johnson giving it to Perry in between the rings. And again, looking low, and this time the pass intended for Bulatovic is swatted away by the Vikings, who come up with the steal. Toby Merrick. This is Sanders on the near wing. Sanders to Polk. His jumper is too strong, rebounded by Brad Perry. 2-0 Vikings. We are less than 2 minutes into this contest. Keenan Baltimore pulling it out, and he's going to give it to Kadrowski on the drive. Cut off by Merrick. Back out to Bulatovic. Bulatovic drives. He's cut off by Sanders. 5 left on the shot clock. Kadrowski on the drive. High layup will not fall, and the rebound tipped out to Isaiah Sanders of the Vikings. Sanders underneath. This is Bulwa running the secondary break and getting the layup. North Park 4, Carthage nothing. 17:35 to go here in the first half. Baltimore. And he threw that one away intended for Bulatovic. Zuba trapped on the sideline, gives the ball to Bolwa. Bolwa almost got his pocket picked by Keenan Baltimore. Toby Merrick to Zuba. Zuba thought about the three, but Baltimore right there on top of him. 7 left on the shot clock. Merrick gives it to Bolwa, and Bolwa had an unobstructed path to the basket, but simply fumbled the pass out of bounds. So Baltimore will walk it up. 4-0 North Park, 16:53 to go here in the first half. Johnson inside to Perry, and that's far too easy. High-low, 6'11 to 6'11. Nothing Matt Zuba could do to defend Perry. And it's 4-2 in favor of the Vikings. Sanders will go to the inside. Got to the rim and finished.
Sanders for 2.
Drove left, used his right hand as a shield to use the rim as a shield. Deep 3 will miss by Baltimore and rebounded by Zuba. Vikings up 6-2. We are 4 minutes deep into this contest. Merrick for 3. Can't get it to fall, and is rebounded by Sean Johnson. Kodrowski brings it up the floor for the Redmen. Kodrowski, nice job to hesitate and use the ball screen by Perry, but missed the shot, and then Perry missed the putback attempt. Up the floor quickly. Sanders, and Bulwa has his or Polk rather has his shot pinned against the backboard by Sean Johnson. And it will go out of bounds, ball to the Vikings. Polk takes the inbound, hands it to Merrick. Merrick to Bulwa. Bulwa off the glass, can't get it to fall, rebounded by Perry. The length of the Redmen really bothering Bulwa on that layup attempt. Pass underneath to Perry, and he's blocked by Zuba. Zuba giving away 5 inches. Unfortunately for the Vikings, they lost the ball in transition, and it was kicked up the floor. Carthage recovers. Baltimore down low to Perry. And we're going to have a foul called on Zuba. And that is his first, North Park first. 15:02 to go here in the first half. North Park 6 and Carthage 2. Keenan Baltimore to inbound. Kodrowski hits the jumper off the inbound, and it's 6-4.
2 points, Jordan Kodrowski.
Carthage women have jumped out to an early 8-2 lead in the first quarter against North Park's women up in Kenosha. Merrick on the drive, kicks it out to Bulwa, back to Polk. Zuba thought about the three, instead steps in and misses a 15-footer, rebounded on the weak side by Bulwa. Sanders underneath, scoop shot is good. Isaiah Sanders using his speed to maneuver around the trees, and the Vikings lead 8-4 with 14:14 to go here in the first half. Keenan Baltimore back to Perry. Perry's 16-footer will fall in, and it's 8-6. And Carthage coach Bosko Jerkovic will take a timeout here. 14:04 to go in the first half. North Park 8 and Carthage 6. North Park University men's basketball is proud to be sponsored by Jimmy John's. At Jimmy John's, they spend 6 hours prepping every day, baking bread, slicing all natural meats, and slicing fresh veggies so they can make you a sandwich in just 30 seconds. Because sandwich. Order today at jimmyjohns.com or with their app. Taking a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Just underway at Murner Fieldhouse in Naperville. Augustana leading North Central 3-2 just a minute into that game. The 16:25 mark of the first half at Faganol Hall in Elmhurst. It's 4-2 Illinois Wesleyan over Elmhurst. And Wheaton 3, Carroll 2. As that game just starting at King Arena in Wheaton. Bulwa is blocked, gets the ball back, and then can't get the putback to go. So the block to Perry and the rebound to Johnson. Kodrowski to Johnson. Bolotovich to Kodrowski as Polk poked that pass away from Johnson. 7 left on the shot clock. Baltimore working in against Bulwa. Hands it off to Kodrowski. His bailout is good at the buzzer. Vikings gave him too much room. He managed to circle around and hit the layup right at the shot clock buzzer to tie the game at 8. Sanders to Zuba. Zuba for 3. Got it to go. Matt Zuba with his first 3 points, and that's the first triple knocked down by the Vikings. They lead 11-8 with 12:45 to go in the half. Baltimore driving in. Baltimore's scoop shot won't go. And a tip dunk for Sean Johnson.
2 points, Sean Johnson.
Will bring Carthage to within a point. Polk to Boa. Boa steps in and back out to Merrick. Merrick driving in among the trees. Can't get it to go. His putback won't go either. And Johnson has the rebound. The length, as I said before, of the Redmen's Twin Towers just really bothering the Vikings every time they get to the rim. Baltimore back to Perry. Perry will drain the 15-footer. And Carthage has its first lead. 11:53 to go here in the first half. The score, Carthage 12, North Park 11. North Park University men's basketball is proud to be sponsored by Mark Mackey Insurance. Located at 3338 West Foster Avenue, Mark Mackey State Farm Insurance has been providing insurance and financial services in the North Park community for 30 years. Give them a call today for a free no-obligation quote at 773-604-4334. That number once again, 773-604-4334. Or check them out on the web at markmackey.com. That's MARKMACKEY.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. North Park actually off to an early rebounding lead here, 9-6, including 4-1 on the offensive glass, but no mistaking it. The Vikings definitely redirecting their shots due to the size of the Redmen. Into the game for Carthage is number 22, Preston Laquetta, and in for the Vikings, number 10, Lawrence Pointer. And that's TJ Best, number 10, also in the game, guarding Merrick. Zuba to Polk. Polk steps in. His 17-footer is good. And the Vikings back out in front, 13-12. With 11:26 to go in the half. Best. Baltimore. Laquetta on the wing, hits the three. Deep in the corner. And Carthage up 15-13. Zuba to Sanders. Sanders back to Zuba. Looking underneath for Sanders, and the give and go works. Isaiah Sanders ties the ball game at 15-15. Nicely executed two-man ball there by Zuba and Sanders. Best to Baltimore, back to Best, and the Vikings will come up with a steal there. Zuba stealing that pass that was intended for Kudrowski. Zuba on the drive, swatted away by Perry, gets the ball back. Pointer for three, got it to go. Lawrence Pointer's triple puts North Park back in the lead, 18-15. It's 10:15 remaining in the half. Best into the corner. Vikings look like they're playing a loose 3-2 zone as that shot missed from the outside by Baltimore, and the carom grabbed by Carl Polk Jr. Merrick to Polk. His 17-footer, again, nothing but net. He's making the mid-range game work tonight. 20-15, Vikings up with 9:40 to go in the half. Baltimore in the corner. This is Kudrowski, airballed, and picked up by Sanders, who tightropes up the sideline. In the corner, Sanders, or rather Pointer for three. And they're going to call that a long two. So Pointer with 5 quick points off the bench, and the Vikings have their largest lead, 22-15 with 9:12 to go in the half. Kudrowski to Baltimore. Baltimore drives in. His mid-range won't go. Rebounded by Isaiah Sanders quickly up the floor to Zuba. Back out. And the three is good by Lawrence Pointer. Terrific recognition by Zuba. catching that length of the court pass, realizing that he was underneath the basket, looked back and found the secondary breaker. Number 10, Lawrence Pointer, who hit the tray, and the Vikings have a double-digit lead, 25-15, with 8:55 to go. Carthage calling timeout, and that'll give us a chance to check some of the out-of-town scores. North Central leads Augie 11-10 at the 14:30 mark of the first half. Illinois Wesleyan 9, Elmhurst 8 with 12 minutes to go in the half. And Wheaton 9, Carroll 8 with 13:20 to go in the half. Best walks the ball up the floor for the Redmen. And stepping back to rim out that triple attempt was Preston Laketta, rebounded by the Vikings. Toby Merrick to Sanders. Sanders drives baseline, fouled on his way up. Sanders' quickness making a definite difference here in this first half.
The foul is called over 21, Jordan Kudrowski.
That's the first on Jordan Kudrowski, team second. Only 3 fouls called thus far in this game. Alex Flute, number 11, into the game for the Vikings, replacing Toby Merrick. Into the low post to Bulwa. Bulwa steps under and then misses the reverse layup, rebounded by Johnson. TJ Best working on Pointer. This is Baltimore down low to Johnson. Turnaround from the baseline, rimmed out, and rebounded by Sanders. Pointer for 3. Got it again! Lawrence Pointer with a heat check triple makes it 28-15, 7:50 to go in the half. Pointer with 3 quick trays here as that layup was missed by Kudrowski but tipped in by Johnson.
2 points, Sean Johnson.
It's 28-17 now in favor of the Vikings. Flute to Pointer for 3. Can't get that one to fall. And Bulwa is going to be calling for the foul as he got Laketta on the arm, going up for that rebound. That's Bulwa's first, team second. He'll exit, and Carl Polk Jr. back in the game. Baltimore and Best out for the Redmen, back into the game. In for the is number 11, Bolanovich. Best goes all the way. No help defense for the Vikings that time. Best's layup makes it 28-19 in favor of the Vikings. As Sanders from the free throw line got the jumper to go. 30-19. Isaiah Sanders now in double figures with 10. Pointer has 11 to lead all scorers in this contest. Best to Laketta. This is Bolanovich driving baseline, and a good strong move for the freshman out of Maine South. As he makes it 30-21, 6:27 to go in the half. Sanders working the point now for North Park. This is Polk. His teardrop jumper from 17 won't go, and it's rebounded by TJ Best. Correction, that was Bolanovich on the rebound. Pass underneath to Johnson. He'll kick it out. This is Best from the top of the key. Nothing but net. And Tom Slider wants to talk it over with his troops. 5:55 to go here in the first half. North Park 30 and Carthage 24. North Park University men's basketball is proud to be sponsored by Charcoal Delights, located at 3139 West Foster Avenue, and known for its real charcoal broiled cooking process. Charcoal Delights has been a favorite in the North Park community for over 50 years. The perfect place for a pre or post game meal, Charcoal Delights has quality food at affordable prices, and it's located just across Kedzie Avenue from the NPU campus.
Now looking for the Vikings, number 0, Toby Merrick.
Gregory Sager with you here from NPU Gymnasium. Toby Merrick back in the lineup for the Vikings. Alex Flute brings the ball up the floor for NPU. Zuba down low, he's got Polk, and Polk is fouled on the shot by Johnson.
The foul is called number 34.
That's the first on Sean Johnson, the team third.
Now the line to shoot 2 is number 15, Carl Polk Jr.
Carl Polk Jr. left the first one short. It's a 64% free throw shooter on the year. He splits a pair, 31-24 Vikings. 5:43 to go in the half. And we have a foul up top on that steal attempt by Sanders. That is Sanders' first foul, team third.
The foul is called at number 20, Isaiah Sanders. That's his first, team third.
Back up top and looking underneath now, it's Michael Huff, number 15. 4 left on the shot clock. Keenan Baltimore needs to get busy here, and his shot is blocked at the buzzer by Isaiah Sanders. Sanders, who gives up quite a bit of size to Baltimore, who's 6'5". Sanders listed at 5'11", raised up and blocked that shot at the shot clock buzzer. Flutie loses the ball. Alex Flute gets the ball back at mid-court. So the two teams trade turnovers. 31-24 Vikings, 4:49 to go in the half. Zuba tried to hit the cutting Sanders, but a nice job to step into the passing lane by Bolanovich. And then a foul's going to be called on Alex Flute. That's his first, team fourth. Keenan Baltimore with it on the near wing, up top to Bolanovich. Back out to Baltimore. He's trying to hit Johnson, cutting down the lane, knocked away, and the Vikings come up with the steal. Sanders with the hesitation drive, managed somehow to keep his pivot foot down, passed it out. This is Merrick. Merrick with the fadeaway, nothing but net. Stylish fadeaway from the free throw line extended. 33-24, Vikings back up by 9 with under 4 minutes to go in the half. Best back out to Baltimore. Bolanovich for 3. Can't get it to go. Zuba on the rebound. Toby Merrick pushing the ball up the floor. And telegraphed that post entry pass all the way, and Bolanovich went right around Polk to steal it. Baltimore on the drive. Baltimore traveled before he took that floater in the lane.
Now the game for Carthage, number 21, Jordan Kudrowski, and number 54, Brad Perry.
Kudrowski and Perry back in for the Redmen as Huff and Johnson will exit. North Park leads 33-24 with 3:22 to go in the half. Toby Merrick to Sanders. Polk back to Sanders. Zuba faked the 3. Stepped. Oh, beautiful pass underneath, but Perry blocking Polk's shot. Once again, The Carthage length making itself felt in the rim protection game. This is Bolanovich on the far wing. Bolanovich gets it back, drives to the hole, and is fouled by Polk. That's Polk's first, team fifth, and that will send Bolanovich to the line for a pair.
The foul is called number 15, Carl Polk Jr. That's his first, team fifth.
Philip Bolanovich on the season, shooting 67% from the charity stripe. Too strong on the first attempt.
Number 21, Adam Bolwa.
Bolwa in and Polk out for the Vikings. And Pointer will check in, replacing Flute. Bolanovich's second free throw is good. He splits a pair. 33-25 Vikings, 2:46 to go in the half. Carthage showing token pressure in the backcourt. Toby Merrick to Sanders. Sanders spinning, whirling, giving it off to Pointer. Pointer underneath Merrick. Back to Boa. Boa hesitated and ended up getting his shot blocked for his pains. But a nice job to recover by Sanders, finding Merrick underneath on the weak side for the layup, and the Vikings reestablished the double-digit lead at 35-25 with 2:12 to go. Baltimore to Best, back out to Baltimore. Baltimore driving the lane, looking for Best and threw it away. Took his eye off Best and threw it where Best wasn't. So the Vikings looking to extend their cushion here as we dip under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Pointer left wide open, tries the three again. That heat check triple attempt won't go. Rebounded by Brad Perry. Up the floor to Kudrowski. Kudrowski for three. Can't get it to go, but the offensive rebound by Perry turns around. Can't get the jumper to go. And then again, he gets his own rebound. Kudrowski can't get the three to go. And finally, the Vikings and that extended Carthage stay at the east end, the west end of the gym with a Bolwa rebound. This is Merrick on the drive. Merrick can't get it to go. And it's rebounded by Baltimore. Quickly up the floor to Kudrowski. Back out for Baltimore. Almost lost that ball. Baltimore scoop shot is good. Baltimore with those long strides covers so much court in so few steps. Under a minute to go now in the first half. The Vikings lead by 8. This is Sanders on the drive. Sanders can't get it to go, but he's fouled on the scoop shot by Bolanovich. And that is Bolanovich's first, team fourth.
The foul is called number 11, Philip Bolanovich. That's his second.
Correction, that's his second. Isaiah Sanders hits the first.
The line, shooting one is number 20, Isaiah
He's
Sanders.
a 73% free throw shooter on the year. Second one, good as well. 37-27 Vikings with 45 seconds remaining in the first half. Kudrowski. Kudrowski on the drive. Cut off at the baseline. Back up top to Bolanovich. Kudrowski in between the rings. Best to Baltimore. Baltimore with the big size advantage. Can't get it to go. The putback won't go for Perry. But the second time is the charm for the big 6'11", 280 senior out of Maine South. Shot clock turned off. 10 seconds remaining in the half. Merrick. Merrick for three. Got it to go! 40-29 at the buzzer. That three attempt won't go for Kudrowski. An impressive half for the Vikings as they'll go into the locker room with an 11-point lead.
At the end of the half, North Park leads Carthage 40-29.
And we're going to take a short break. When I come back, I'll take you on a tour of the CCIW and catch you up on all the scoring, as well as give you the first half stats from this contest. Gregory Sager with you here from NPU Gymnasium. We're at the half. North Park leads Carthage 40-29. Back with you in a few. Gregory Sager back with you here from NPU Gymnasium. We're at the half. North Park leads Carthage by a score of 42-29. And we're going to take a look at some of the scores from around the CCIW this evening. In 1 moment. The Vikings women up in Carthage trail correction, we lost that score, but with 11 seconds left to go now it's gone to the half. North Central leading Augustana 28-25 at Murner Fieldhouse in Naperville. And the other game involving a CCIW ranked team, Elmhurst, the 4th ranked team in the nation, has pulled away at the end of the first half and now leads Illinois Wesleyan 43-23 at the half. And with half a minute to go in the first half at King Arena in Wheaton, it's Wheaton 34 and Carroll 32. At the half in Kenosha, North Park's women leading Carthage 29-27. Your halftime stats here. North Park shot 16-32 from the field for 50%. Vikings 5 of 8 from downtown for 63% and 3 of 4 from the line for 75%. Carthage only 13 of 32 for 41% and a weak 2 of 10 from beyond the arc and 1 of 2 from the line. The Vikings hanging tough on the boards. Carthage with the 18-17 advantage. Carthage has blocked 7 shots. That's where the length for the Red Men has paid off. 8 turnovers for Carthage, 5 for North Park. The Vikings with 2 players in double figures. Isaiah Sanders has 12, Lawrence Pointer 11. Carthage is led by Brad Perry, who has 8 points. North Park with the opening possession here in the second half. Toby Merrick inside to Polk. His jumper is good. So Carthage comes out in a 2-3 zone, and the Vikings quickly solve it to make it 42-29 in favor of NPU. We have a whistle underneath, and that's going to be a holding call on Adam Bulwa. That's his second, team first. Not many fouls in that first half, only 5 on the Vikings and 3 on the Red Men. Perry takes the inbound, backing in Zuba, and off the glass and in, 42-31. Brad Perry in double figures now with 10 points. Pointer out to Zuba, back to Pointer. And threw that one away. Keenan Baltimore will get the fast break layup to make it 42-33. So 2-3 zone or not, the Red Men opportunistic, jumping the pass and getting the easy bucket. This is Sanders underneath the Bulwa. Bulwa lost the ball. Polk had it momentarily, trying to get it back out from underneath the basket and ended up stepping on the end line. So 2 empty possessions in a row for the Vikings. And that post-entry pass intended for Perry knocked away. This is Zuba on the fast break, and I don't know why he threw it back to Polk. And then the ball thrown away by Bulwa. It would have been an easy deuce, but for some reason he threw it back to Bulwa while on the fast break. And it's Carthage ball. Bolanovich to Kudrowski. Up top, Baltimore for 3, and he knocked it down.
Good points, Keenan Baltimore.
So the Vikings having to learn how to play from ahead. That's not something they've had to do much this year. They'll take time out here. 17:57 to go. North Park leading Carthage 42-36. North Park University men's basketball is proud to be sponsored by Jimmy John's. At Jimmy John's, they spend 6 hours prepping every day, baking bread, slicing all natural meats, and slicing fresh veggies so they can make you a sandwich in just 30 seconds. Just sandwich. Order today at jimmyjohns.com or with their app. All right, talk about playing from ahead. There is a definite science to it. And North Park, which came into tonight's game only 2-14 on the year, does not have a lot of experience in terms of playing with a lead. Modest crowd here tonight at NPU Gymnasium, but a lot of basketball alumni here, former players of Carthage head coach Bosco Jurakovic, who was the head coach here for 10 years, won 2 national championships. Merrick for 3, can't get it to fall, and it's rebounded by Johnson. Ball walked up the floor by Kudrowski. Johnson out to Bolanovich. Kudrowski. We will whistle. Perhaps a bolt coming out of the floor where the volleyball stanchion goes. Ball inbounded on the far side. This is Kudrowski on the drive. Kudrowski can't get it to fall. Perry can't get the putback. And then the ball knocked out of bounds by Bolanovich. So the Vikings to inbound. Their 11-point halftime lead now at 6. 42-36 with 17:17 to go. Pointer to Merrick. This is Sanders driving baseline underneath. Zuba can't get it to, will get it to Polk, and Polk can't get it to go. But the offensive rebound to Pointer. And that layup attempt wild by Polk. Again redirected by some long Redmen arms, and then the quick pass down the sideline knocked out of bounds by Sanders. And Carthage resets its half-court offense. Bolanovich, this is Kudrowski for 3, too strong. Johnson right underneath on the weak side for the putback attempt. He's fouled by Zuba. That is Zuba's second, team second.
Matt Zuba. That's his second, team second. Now at the line to shoot 2 is number 34, Sean Johnson.
Sean Johnson on the season. He is a 71% free throw shooter. He makes the first.
Now the game for the Vikings.
Polk out and Bulwa back in for the Vikings. Johnson's second free throw, also good. And he now has 6 points, 42-38. Vikings lead has been cut to 4. Pointer to Sanders. Vikings getting it into the middle of the zone finally. Zuba to Pointer for 3, can't get it to fall. He's cooled off. Baltimore there to rebound. Kudrowski. Bolanovich will drive. Bolanovich can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Matt Zuba. Merrick brings the ball up the floor for the Vikings. Zuba to Sanders. Sanders tried the teardrop over Perry and missed it, but the ball knocked out of bounds by Perry. It will stay with the Vikings. 15:56 to go. North Park 42, Carthage 38. Zuba to Bulwa. Sanders out to Merrick. Sanders steps in and misses the long Deuce attempt, rebounded by Carthage. Vikings are conceding the rebounds now. Getting down the floor to defend. Perry in the low post. Off the window and in, and Carthage has closed to within a bucket at 42-40. Carthage is on a 9.90 run here. Zuba can't get it to fall, rebounded by Perry. Kudrowski. Back to Johnson. Milanovic into the low post to Perry, working on Zuba, and he airballed the bunny, rebounded by Pointer. Lasko Jurikovic wanted a call. He's not going to get one. Merrick has his floater swatted away by Perry. Zuba steps in. This is Sanders back to Zuba in the far corner this time, and he hits the three. Matt Zuba with 6 points, 45-40. The Vikings stop the bleeding as they end that 9-0 Carthage run. Johnson. Milanovic giving it to Kudrowski on the far wing. Baltimore is bumped by Sanders on the drive. And that is Sanders' second foul. Team third.
It's his second, team third. Now in the game,
Polk and Flute back in for the Vikings. Pointer and Bowa out.
Number 14, Jacob Polglassi. And number 22, Preston Lafita.
Into the game for the Redmen, Lakena. And taking the shot on the far side and missing it is number 14, Jacob Polglaze, making his first appearance. Baltimore hits a triple from the near wing. 45-43, it's a 2-point game again. 13:50 to go. Now we have a stoppage. Sure what this is all about. Clarence Rack coming over to explain it to the scorer's table. And it looks like a technical foul called on the Vikings. As Baltimore rims out the first attempt. Still not sure what that was for. Didn't appear that anybody said anything or did anything, but Baltimore hits one of two. Too many men on the court, apparently, when the ball was whistled in. So that's what that technical was for, and Carthage has closed down the Vikings' lead to 1 here. And Tom Slider still indignant about that call. I'm going to take this opportunity to check some scores. North Park. We'll go back to live action here. Zuba to Merrick. 7 left on the shot clock. Zuba to Polk. Polk's teardrop jumper from the baseline won't go. Rebounded by Laketa. Carthage can retake the lead here. Polglaze down low to Perry. Perry had it knocked away by Zuba. He'll go out and retrieve it. And Perry hits the jumper to put Carthage back out in front. 46-45 with 13:05 to go. Carthage sticking in that 2-3 zone. Skip pass to Zuba. Zuba for three. Left it short, rebounded by Polk. Sanders drives baseline. Sanders underneath. And Polk makes the layup. Great back cut there by Polk. And great recognition by Sanders to find him under the basket. 47-46. Vikings back out in front. Kedrowski off the screen. Can't get his layup to go. Rebounded by the Vikings. Merrick pulls up. His jumper left short. Got the rebound back. Tipped back out by Zuba. Polk's floater in the lane is good. Carl Polk Jr. now with 11 points for the Vikings. 49-46 NPU. Under 12 minutes to go in the ballgame. Baltimore can't get the layup to go. Rebounded by Sanders. Sanders almost lost that ball. Boa packed it back up for him. Merrick to Zuba in the corner, back to Boa. Boa has his shot swatted by Perry. Got it back. I don't know how Baltimore didn't get whistled for a foul. His arms were wrapped around Boa, and that Sanders layup swatted away by Perry. And Polglaze in the fast break cuts the Vikings lead back to 1. Sanders to Merrick. Zuba to Boa. Baseline jumper rimmed out for Polk and rebounded by Perry. Brad Perry now with a double-double. He's got 14 points, 12 rebounds in this game. Baltimore to Laquetta. Laquetta will attempt a three and knock it down. Preston Laquetta with his second triple of the ball game. Carthage now out in front, 51-49. 10.5 minutes remaining. And that pass into the high post stolen by Carthage. Laquetta again for three, can't get it to go. And Brad Perry just ripped it out of the hands of Carl Polk and stuffed it in the basket, 53-49. And that's as good a time as any for North Park to take a timeout. 6'11", 280 senior for Carthage, ripping it right out of the hands of the 6'6", 210 freshman for North Park. And depositing it in the cylinder, 53-49, Carthage leads. North Park takes timeout. North Park University men's basketball is proud to be sponsored by Mark Mackey Insurance. Located at 3338 West Foster Avenue, Mark Mackey State Farm Insurance has been providing insurance and financial services in the North Park community for 30 years. Give them a call today for a free no-obligation quote at 773-604-4334. Once again, that number is 773-604-4334. Or check them out on the web at markmackey.com. That's markmackey.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. North Park women up 38-31 with 5:49 to go in the third quarter. Up in Kenosha against the Lady Reds of Carthage. North Central leads Augustana in Naperville 34-29 with 16:28 to go. And Elmhurst leading Illinois Wesleyan 52-27 with 17:21 to go in Elmhurst. And still at the half, it's Wheaton 34, Carroll 32. Vikings trail by 4 here. Merrick to Zuba. Zuba underneath to Sanders. Great patience by the Vikings as they dissect the 2-3 zone on that possession to make it a one-possession Carthage lead again. Polglaze to Laketta underneath. This is Perry, and he traveled. He was about to be fouled by Zuba on the layup attempt, but Perry picked up his pivot foot, and the Vikings can tie or take the lead back on this possession. Sanders back to Merrick. Boa kicking it back out deep. 3 attempted and knocked down by Lawrence Pointer. Lawrence Pointer, the X factor in this game. He's 4 for 7 from downtown. The Vikings back out in front, 54-53. Washburn in the game now. Former Viking Joshua Washburn. And that 3 attempt rimmed out for Baltimore, but yet another putback for Brad Perry. And Carthage retakes the lead by 1. Josh Washburn played for North Park a couple of years ago. Carthage, actually his 3rd school. And there's a 3 by Toby Merrick on the kick out from Matt Zuba, 57-55. Merrick in double figures with 10 points. Washburn to Baltimore. And Zuba got away with a push there, but Perry missed the mid-range jumper, rebounded on the weak side by Bulwa. Pointer to Sanders, and he threw it to the good coach, Tom Slider, well over the head of Toby Merrick. Kodrowski back in, and Polglaze out for the Redmen. North Park 57, Carthage 55. We've got 8:10 to go in this ball game. Vikings have led by as much as 13 in this game. But the Redmen have... Oh, and Laketta threw that pass short as Bulwa intercepted it. I'm about to say the Redmen have come back and made a game of it, as I guess we all kind of figured they would, even without the services of Krishan Cook. And this is a very talented Redmen team, as Pointer gets called for taking steps before he put the ball on the deck. 11th turnover for the Vikings. 10 on the Redmen. Laketta, Baltimore. This is Washburn on the drive. We're going to have an offensive foul called on Laketta for the illegal screen. That's Carthage's 2nd. Again, very few fouls called in this game.
That's his first team first.
That's Laketta's 1st. Correction, that's only the 1st on the Redmen here in the second half, and we've got only 7:15 to go. Sanders, his floater is too strong, rebounded by the Redmen. Now Carthage looking to erase the Vikings' 2-point lead. Washburn. This is Kodrowski back over to Baltimore. Has the much smaller Isaiah Sanders on him. And Toby Merrick's going to be called for the foul. That's Merrick's 1st, team 4th.
Toby Merrick, that's his first, team 4th.
Kodrowski off the glass and in. Nicely executed inbounds play by the Redmen. We're tied at 57 with 6:38 to go. Toby Merrick. It's Isaiah Sanders. Back to Merrick. Sanders at the top of the key. Merrick for 3. Can't get it to go, and we're going to have a foul called on the rebound attempt by Pointer as he fouls Washburn in the arm. That is Pointer's 1st, team 6th.
That's his first, team 5th.
Washburn out.
For Carthage, number 10, TJ Best.
And Best back in for the Redmen. So that's the first time in close to 40 years that we have seen a former Viking playing for another CCIW team in this gym, as that layup missed by Best, and the tip won't go for Perry. Rebounded by the Vikings. Under 6 minutes to go. Pointer. Zuba for three from the corner. He's fouled in the act of shooting. He'll go to the line for three. And that's going to be charged to Keenan Baltimore.
Keenan Butler, that's his first, team second. Now at the line shooting three is number 1, Matt Zuba.
That's Baltimore's first. Zuba goes iron glass twine on the first attempt. Matt Zuba, only a 57% free throw shooter on the season. Got the second to go.
Now again for North Park, number 11, Alex Flute.
Flute in and Pointer out for the Vikings. So Zuba goes 2 for 3 on that sojourn at the foul line. 59-57 Vikings lead. Lucetta underneath, and Perry walked again, and he knew it. He knew it as he pounded the ball on the floor in frustration. Started backing in Zuba before he had put the rock on the deck. Vikings looking to get some cushion here on their 2-point lead. Merrick to Sanders underneath for Bulwa. He has trouble finding the handle. This is Flute. Flute hits the corner tray. 62-57, Alex Flute with his first 3 points of the game. And the Vikings lead is 5 with 5:10 to go. Jordan Kodrowski working on Bulwa in a battle of 21s, and Bulwa called for the bump. And he picks up his 3rd foul.
Foul is called on number 21, Adam Bulwa. That's his 3rd, team 6th.
As I said, Adam Bulwa with 3 fouls now. North Park with 6 on the inbound. Kodrowski again working on Bulwa back up top. Kodrowski on the near wing. Perry. His pass underneath. Taken away by the Vikings. The high-low not working for the Redmen right now. Merrick. Flute. Back to Merrick. Flute inside. Bulwa wraparound to Zuba. Flute for 3. Got it! Alex Flute, the transfer out of Iowa Wesleyan, hitting his 2nd triple in the last minute. And the Vikings extend to an 8-point lead with 4:14 to go in the contest. Kodrowski will attempt a 3 and leave it short. Rebounded in the corner by Adam Bulwa. Merrick calm, cool, and collected. And cleaning his shoes as he dribbles between the rings. Vikings working that shot clock down inside Bulwa. Bulwa off the glass and in. How he got that around Brad Perry, I don't know. But a huge bucket for the freshman out of New Trier. And North Park has extended to a double-digit lead here with 3:44 to go as Bosko Jerkovic calls timeout. North Park University men's basketball is proud to be sponsored by Charcoal Delights. Located at 3139 West Foster Avenue and known for its real charcoal broiled cooking process, Charcoal Delights has been a favorite in the North Park community for over 50 years. The perfect place for a pre- or post-game meal, Charcoal Delights has quality food at affordable prices and it's located just across Kedzie Avenue from the NPU campus. Gregory Sager with you here from NPU Gymnasium. North Park looking for its first CCIW victory of the campaign, leading Carthage 67-57 with 3:44 to go. And the North Park women have pulled out to a 53-40 lead over Carthage up in Kenosha with half a minute to go in the third quarter. North Central leads Augustana by 8 with 10 to go. And fourth-ranked Elmhurst leading Illinois Wesleyan by 27 with 11 minutes remaining. Carroll up on Wheaton at Wheaton by 4 with 12 and change to go. On the drive, Kudrowski cut off. Pass almost knocked away by Zuba. Johnson, who has re-entered. Pass underneath the Baltimore, and we're going to have a foul called on Sanders as he went up to block Keenan Baltimore's shot, and that's his third.
The foul is called on number 20.
Bonus arrow lit up for the Redmen now. This is a two-shot foul anyway. Baltimore swishes the first attempt. Baltimore an 81% free throw shooter on the season. Perfect form on both attempts, 67-59 Vikings, 3:24 to go. Carthage in a full press now, and it's taken away from Flute. And then the layup missed by Blanovich, but tipped in by Baltimore. Sanders is fouled on the sideline by TJ Best. And this is an optimum scenario for Bosco Jurkovic to put on the press. His team with only 2 team fouls here in the second half as they trail by 6. And there's a lead pass for Sanders streaking up the floor. Had it knocked away, but Bulwa picks it up. Flute for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Johnson. Carthage pushing it up in a hurry. Kudrowski. We're going to have a foul called on Bulwa as he tried to poke it away from Kudrowski, and that's Adam Bulwa's fourth.
The foul is called number 21, Adam Bulwa. That's his fourth team.
So Kudrowski to the line for a pair.
Kudrowski go to the line to shoot 1.
Correction, it's a 1-and-1. Doesn't matter. Kudrowski, an 84% free throw shooter on the year. Nothing but net on the first attempt. Second one good as well, and that 10-point Vikings lead cut to 4 with just under 3 minutes to go. Sanders up the floor to Flute. Alex Flute. Ball is kicked by Philip Blanovich. Merrick takes the inbound. Flute. North Park again holding. No, Flute's going to rim out. A runner is rebounded by Bolanovich. Kudrowski to Baltimore. Kudrowski. Fade away from the free throw line. Won't go. Rebound will go to Kudrowski. And is knocked out of bounds by Flute. 2:16 remaining. North Park 67, Carthage 63. Kudrowski off the inbound, nothing but net, and we've got a 2-point game. Jordan Kudrowski heating up here at the right time for the Redmen. He now has 10 points. Sanders takes the inbound. Sanders quickly up the floor. Sanders in the corner. Zuba declines to shoot the 3. North Park still working clock, and I'm not sure why. That is Sanders' spot, that far corner. And there's way too much time left in this ballgame to work clock like that. Give you a game reset. North Park leads 67-65. with a minute 51 remaining. Possession arrow favors Carthage. The Redmen have the bonus arrow lit up as North Park has 18 fouls, only 3 on the Redmen. So Bosko Jurkovic has fouls to give. Vikings with 2 timeouts remaining. Carthage has 3. In terms of foul trouble, Adam Bolwa has 4 for the Vikings. Isaiah Sanders has 3. Nobody in foul trouble for the Redmen at all. In fact, only one Carthage player has as many as 2. That's Filip Balatovich. On the floor for the Vikings, Merrick, Bolwa, Flute, Sanders, and Zuba. For the Redmen, it's Johnson, Baltimore, Balatovich, Best, and Kadrowski. Alex Flute hands it off to Zuba. Toby Merrick wants a ball screen from Zuba. Merrick drives to the bucket, and he's fouled. We've got an flagrant called on Baltimore.
Intentional foul is called on number 24. Keenan Baltimore.
So Merrick will get a couple of free throws here. Knocks down the first. Toby Merrick, 67% free throw shooter on the year. And rimmed out the second one. So the Vikings lead is 3 now.
That's Baltimore's second foul.
And the Vikings will inbound with a minute 36 to go here, trying to protect the 3-point lead. Pass underneath to Merrick. Barely got that in before the 5-second call. Merrick closely guarded by Kadrowski, and now he'll fall off as Merrick will dribble the clock down. And he's guarded by Sean Johnson. It's an interesting match. He gets around Johnson. Johnson swats it away. Merrick got it back. The 3 at the buzzer! Matt Zuba just before the shot clock buzzer hits the triple. We're under a minute to go. The Vikings lead by 6. On the drive, Best, too strong. And a foul called on the rebound. Charge to Toby Merrick, that's his second. And that'll send Sean Johnson to the line for a pair. Johnson front rims the first attempt.
That's his second team line. Johnson to the line, shooting 1.
Second one is good. 71-66 Vikings with 52 seconds remaining. And Alex Flute quickly up the floor, breaking the press. Gets it to Zuba. Merrick to Sanders. Sanders back out to Zuba. Zuba to Merrick. 10 left on the shot clock. He's got Baltimore draped all over him. Merrick with 5 left on the shot clock. Merrick step back 3 attempt. Won't go. Rebounded by Johnson with 19 seconds remaining. And foul is going to be called on Sanders.
That's his 4th team.
That's his 4th, team 10th. That's kind of an ill-advised foul. It will give Carthage a chance to score some points with the game clock turned off. Johnson again front rimmed the first attempt. So it will remain a 2-possession lead for North Park, regardless of what Johnson does here. Flute out and Pointer in for the Vikings. And the second one rimmed out, but tipped in by Keenan Baltimore. And that'll make it a 3-point Vikings lead with 16.5 to go. And quickly, Pointer is fouled by TJ Best. But the problem for Carthage now is they don't have enough fouls, which sounds counterintuitive, but the problem is you've got to get North Park at the line in order to get the ball back unless you steal it. And Carthage only has 5 team fouls. Merrick quickly fouled by Kodrowski. And that's Kodrowski's
The foul is called on number 21, Jordan Kodrowski.
second.
That's his
So
second.
12.9, and the Vikings again looking to inbound. And finally, Merrick fouled by Kodrowski. Kodrowski's third.
The foul is called
So with
on number
12.1 to go,
Kodrowski. That's his third team.
Merrick will go to the line for the 1-and-1. Pointer back out.
Coming in for Carthage.
Flute is in. Polglaze exits, and Lakena back in for the Redmen. So Bosco Jurkovic putting in his best 3-point shooters. Merrick. Go! It almost fell off the rim, but dropped in the front end of the 1-and-1. And that made free throw will make it a 2-possession lead again for the Vikings. The biggest free throw of the game. Merrick hit it and then missed the second one. Rebounded by Baladovic. Carthage needs to score in a hurry here. Kodrowski. Desperation heave, can't get it to go. Zuba's got the rebound. North Park wins! The Vikings
And that's the game. The Vikings defeat
almost saw their late 10-point lead dissolve
2-68.
on some hot play by Jordan Kodrowski, but they managed to stave off the Redmen and claim their first CCIW victory of the campaign. North Park is now 1-7 in CCIW play, 3-14 overall. The Redmen dropped to 3-5 and 11-6 overall. Stay tuned. I'll have all the final stats, and I will catch you up on what else is transpiring in the CCIW tonight.